work here, go to school here in Atlanta during the week, and I would try to make sure I was back in Kentucky on the weekend. I remember feeling spiritually, emotionally, and physically exhausted, to say the least. I remember trying to pray one morning, but not having the words to pray. I remember one morning I got up as I was here in Atlanta, preparing to go back to Kentucky. At this point, my grandfather was not doing well at all. The doctors expected that he would probably pass within the next week or so. I remember sitting on the edge of my bed, just not having anything to say, trying to do my devotion, but not having any energy to do it. Remember, as I sat on the edge of my bed, I could feel the Holy Spirit telling me to open up my Bible to do my devotion. So I went, I grabbed my Bible, and I opened it. Didn't really know what I was searching for. Didn't really have a particular verse or chapter in mind to turn to. But I remember immediately as I looked at my Bible, the first thing that I saw was Deuteronomy 14:14. The text says that I will fight you. All you have to do is be still. In that moment, I felt like the Holy Spirit was speaking to me, giving me words that I needed. Here I was trying to pray, trying to come up with words to pray, not feeling like I had the strength to do it like the Holy Spirit. But Jesus, being the loving Jesus that He is, gave me words. And in that moment, I realized that we just don't serve this inanimate God that sits high. But no, we serve a personal and empathetic God. One who's here with me. One who's inside of me. I realize that although I may be in a storm right now, that I wasn't in the storm alone. In that season, I learned that my Jesus is empathetic. And I learned that He's a friend, a true friend. One who sits there in the midst of pain with you and shares that pain with you. That's what I learned from my Jesus, and that's how He reintroduced Himself to me.